You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey B&B fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we have got to talk about the elephant in the room, actually in the bedroom. Now that Luna got hopped up on mints and plopped herself into Zende's bed, are we about to get a Who's the Daddy storyline with him and RJ Forrester? Is this all part of Brad Bell's wonky plan to make RJ and Luna the new Brooke and Ridge? Let's dig into this, but first please click subscribe if you've not done so already. All right, so just off the top of my head, I recall Luna talking a lot about breath mints, but I do not recall RJ and Luna talking about birth control before they got into bed together. We do know she gave him her virginity because she talked a lot about being glad she waited until she fell in love, waited for the right guy. But I don't recall anything about condoms or birth control pills or IUDs or anything like that. I know it's not sexy for a soap to talk about birth control, but you know. So we know that her mom, Poppy Nozawa, was careless about birth control at least once, and that was when she got knocked up with Luna. She knows the daddy, but she never told him, and she has refused to tell Luna who her father is. With Bill Spencer now totally shut down by Poppy as Luna's would-be father, I am increasingly certain that Luna is a Finnegan, either from Jack Finnegan or his son Finn back when Poppy lived with them when he was in college. He was an adult. They are not blood related. And yes, Bold and the Beautiful does disgusting semi-incestuous things like that. Please don't tell me they don't, because they do. If you don't believe me, go Google Ridge kisses Bridget. Just go there, because that was supposed to actually be his daughter at one point, okay? Anyway, Luna turning up pregnant would make Poppy a grandma, one of the Finnegan men possibly a grandpa, depending on, you know, the question of who's the daddy, and then we have who's the granddaddy and who's the grandmommy if Luna does have a bun in the oven that we find out about soon. Of course, you know, unplanned pregnancies and who's the daddy storylines are standard soap fare, and they are trying to push Luna and RJ in front of every other couple on the soap, so I would not be surprised at all if this plot is coming, because then it would keep them all on the front burner, out in front of Steffi, out in front of Finn, Thomas, Hope, Ridge, Brooke, everybody you like. These two are going to be out in front of, especially if she turns up pregnant. So just a few days ago, Luna spent the night with RJ. No word of whether they used protection. And that was a few days of episodes. I actually think it was one day she slept with him, and then the next day was the wedding, because they woke up in bed, remember? And that's when Eric Collins said the party is today. So Luna spends the night with RJ, and then the next night, everything happens with Zende. Her mom left her those Xanax breath mints lying around. Luna popped a couple. Whatever is in them has that poor girl hallucinating. She is in Zende's bed, thinks that it's RJ with her, told him she was waiting for him. And of course, that'll make Zende happy because he's crushing on her, and he also wants to take her away from his cousin RJ. So the whole next week, this week of spoilers, February 12th through 16th, is about them. Almost every spoiler for this coming week is about them. And guess what? The first week of February that was all very Luna, RJ, Zende saw bold ratings dropping once again. Not only that, but in the 18 to 54 bracket, B&B dropped below General Hospital, landing it in last place of the three network soaps among that sizable demographic of women. Not a good sign, Brad Bell, but he seems undeterred. You know, if he doesn't want to listen to fans, maybe he should check those rating reports. I hope the network has a talk with him soon. Anyway, I wonder if we are about to get a big storyline that will carry Luna as the central lead female character of the soap opera for the rest of 2024. The spoilers for Monday the 12th say Luna wakes up in bed with Zende. So with RJ one night, with Zende the next night. Tuesday, they talk about what happened. Later in the week, Luna tells her mom, Poppy, about it. And then it seems Poppy comes clean about her mints being drugged. Luna is horrified that her mom's secret stash is why she woke up in bed with another man, not the man she loves. Spoilers say Luna is shocked and by the end of the week faces a terrible decision. She and her mom on Friday, I think, are going to tell Zende that she was incapacitated and couldn't have given consent. And then she is also considering whether or not to come clean to RJ about the night she accidentally spent with his cousin. Realistically, the best outcome to me is if Zende didn't actually have sex with her. If he just stripped down, got in bed, cuddled her, and then let her think that they did the deed. That would make me a lot happier. I mean, that would be along the lines of Zende plotting to break them up without him having to sleep with someone who was incapacitated, which is never a good look, even though he didn't know. Letting both RJ and Luna think he had slept with her, to me, a lot more preferable than a who's the daddy storyline, but we might be getting that anyway. We still don't know if Luna's on birth control, and I'm guessing Zende didn't use any if they did indeed do the deed because he wasn't planning on finding a woman in his bed. All the groundwork has been laid for Luna to follow in Poppy's footsteps, very young with an unplanned pregnancy, just like her mom, possibly dodgy circumstances with the baby daddy, just like dear old mom, and lots of disapproval coming her way from Lee Finnegan, just like she heaped on her mom over the years. So we also have Eric making an offer to Zende next week. I wonder if they're offering him a position at one of Forrester's European locations, because everybody can see Zende is jealous of all the attention and all those ridiculously overblown, to me, false compliments that are being heaped on RJ simply because he has an Instagram account and can sketch what he's told to draw. I can totally see Eric clearing the path for the anointed one by trying to send Zende away. But since he just got a night in bed with Luna, I cannot imagine Zende would go anywhere willingly. But it could be something maybe Ridge asked Eric to do, or maybe Eric's just trying to keep his pet grandson RJ close at hand and unload Zende, who he clearly doesn't favor. We have got 13 episodes left in February sweeps, by the way, so we're about halfway done, maybe 12 by the time that you're listening to this. There is plenty of time to have Luna turn up pregnant, try and figure out who's the daddy, and cause a major rift in the Forrester family before the end of the month, because sweeps run through February 28th. So you can see there's still time to unravel the truth about whether Luna was careless when she hopped in bed with these Forrester guys, and of course whether she'll turn up pregnant with no idea whose baby it is. With just one night in RJ's bed followed almost immediately by just one night in Zende's bed, I think it would be anybody's guess who knocked her up if Luna indeed turns up pregnant. Hey, please click subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely drop your comments. Do you think Luna's going to turn up pregnant? Do you think Zende really sleeps with her, or just maybe lets her think that he did? Be sure and come back soon. We are here talking bold 7 days a week, and as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.